Have you read this book, Why You Act the Way You Do by Tim LaHaye? I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but the book is about our various personalities, why we behave the way we do based on whether you're choleric, melancholic, what's that one again? Sanguine, and one other one. Is it pragmatic? I can't remember. So, the same way, stress can also make you behave the way you do. Now, let me paint a scenario. Imagine you've come back from work one day. You're so well relaxed, work wasn't stressful that day. And then you get home and see an orange peel lying around on the floor. You just look at, okay, it's just an orange peel. You pick it up and put in the bin, right? Good. Now, another day, you're so stressed, your boss was on your neck, there is deadline breathing down your neck, and you're so stressed and exhausted. And then on your way back, the traffic was mad. You get? So you've become even irritable. And then when you get home, you see orange peel lying around on the floor. How do you think you respond? Now, the common response is you will scream like, why are you guys leaving these orange peels on the floor? Why can't somebody make this house clean? Why the mess everywhere? Because you're stressed, because your memory is so clouded, because you're so irritable due to stress, is making you magnify the situation to make it so huge compared to what is actually there. So stress can impact how you behave. That's why there are some bosses you see and you're like, oh, this my boss is always angry, is always irritable. If you dig deep, sometimes they have maybe family issues or some other issues that is making things so hectic for them. All right? And then there are some other people that are so laid back, that are so relaxed, so chill. And if you look back, if you look deep, you realize that maybe where they are coming from, they are full with relaxed heart, relaxed home, relaxed, as in, I don't know if you get the drift. I'm sure you do get it. So stress can impact how you behave. If you look around in your workplaces or in your home, there are people that are known to be bitter. Maybe they are always moody, or maybe they are always irritable or aggressive. These are some of the behaviors that stress can cause. Also, some behaviors like addictions. For instance, smoking. I once traveled with a man who told me that he and his friends were always seeking for ways to distress because of the stress at work. And they now started smoking, at the end of workplace, they go to somewhere to smoke. And before they knew what was happening, even when there was no stress at work, they still kept that habit. And that meant that they've now become so addicted to smoking that they just can't quit. Do you get? So stress can affect your behavior, can make you addicted to certain things, even without you knowing that this is why you're addicted to these things. Okay? Some people, it will be nail biting. Every little thing, they are biting their nails. Maybe they are nervous or when they are stressed, but they don't even know it's because of stress. So if there is an unpleasant attitude or habit you have, try to keep a track of the trigger. Let me say, maybe today you were angry and you sent an email that you regret. Try to keep a track of what happened before you sent that email or what has happened that day. If you keep this journal for at least 1 week or even 2 weeks, you notice a pattern. You notice that these are actually stress responses. And to manage your stress begins with awareness. Okay? So if you're self-aware enough to realize that these are the changes that happen to me when I'm stressed, that means you're going to be self-aware enough to not act on those behaviors or to not exhibit those behaviors at high tension periods of your life. So one thing you can do is, if your environment is the trigger, you can take a walk, leave the environment and get some fresh air and then get back to respond. Or you can even leave it to the next day. at least you've gotten enough sleep, you've slept well, you're feeling more refreshed, much calmer, and that's where you're able to give a better response. So in this stress awareness month, self-awareness is going to be a very huge key for your life, in everything you're doing. Okay, so if you've listened to me to this point and you're still not registered for the Stress Management Summit Africa coming up on the 25th and 26th of April, what are you waiting for? It's not a stress management strategy. So guys, join us in this summit. There are 13 experts that are coming to help us cope with our stress that may be coming from parenting, marriage, work, even job stress, financial issues, all these things. So there are people that are going to be teaching us different and efficient coping strategies. So plan not to miss this particular event, and also tell your people, because if you manage your own stress and other people don't know how to help themselves, secondhand stress will come to you. You know how they talk about secondhand smoking? Yes, secondhand stress can also come to you. So join us on April 25th and 26th. It's almost here.